And I like to imagine the energy of the moon coming down into my crown chakra and basically flooding my whole physical body. And then you could take that energy that you receive from the moon and then you could use it to ground you. And you could take it to the core of the earth. Like, when you get into visualization and, you know, inside of your meditation, that's when you start dealing with a lot of power. You know, drawing down the moon can be something that really, really changes your life. Like, it can energize you, replenish you, the whole nine. So look some information up on that, because like I said, that's a ritual that can get really, really deep. It's a lot of different ways people like to do it. Some people don't even like to pull energy down from the moon. Some people like to just simply start from a chakra point and ground, you know, dig down into the earth. So it's so much out here. But like I said, anything that you're going to do during this full moon is going to enhance your life. You know, the full moon is at the height of its power. The full moon is when you are at the height of the energy. You know what I mean? I like to create stuff. I like to do my floor washes. If I'm going to make one, I'll do it during the full moon. I like, when I made my last batch of black salt, I made that black salt during the full moon. That black salt is powerful. You know, black salt is powerful. And that's stuff that I hopefully will get more into over time and over episodes and give you the information on how to make that kind of stuff. You know, that stuff is things that you can really use to protect yourself and enhance your life. So I just overall encourage you to start digging into your magic and tapping into that personal power. Don't be afraid of who you really are. You know, if you are listening to this episode 7 of Live with LOAHMMI, then you obviously are curious and you already know that there's a little bit more to everything than what you're being told. So hopefully I could just give you some of the basics and I could give you some information that will lead you on a path to where you can feel comfortable doing some things that will not, you know, that will just help you, that will help bring more positive, powerful energy into your life. Are y'all listening? Just feeling me out there? Hopefully you are. All right, you are tuned into episode 7 of Live with LOAHMMI. And like I said, I just wanted to get into a little bit of information regarding the full moon and this Mercury retrograde coming up. I'll talk a little bit more about that after the break. But right now, I got a little bit of your girl, LOAHMMI Harkness, with After the Rain right here on High Frequency Radio. Keep it locked, y'all.
Yo, Ami Harkness. I hope that you can feel it right. Alright, this for my real niggas right. Alright, meditating under the street lights. All night, alright. See, I done seen the last of the worst. I buried the pain, forgave my enemies, so I ain't got to name no names. See, I done came through the valley of the shadow of death. With every step, I praise the Most High with each breath. So many nights I cried, cause so much pain was inside. Memories floating in my mind, and it was only a matter of time that I would come to realize that it's about me. And all the bullshit I went through was so that I could see that I could be whatever I chose. Fuck all of those that told me I would never make it cause I had no dough. I'm back and resurrected twice like my homeboy Christ. I grab the microphone and take flight each day, each night. Each word I say I'm right came from a part of my life. And everyone that thought I'd never make it should have thought twice. I'm taking back my life and I'm done walking in darkness. I'm about to bring the light and let it shine on Ami Harkness.
I'm about to do my thing, steady trying to maintain so much on my brain, feeling like I'll explode. I'm about to just free my soul and let the music swing and know that I overcame after all of the stress and all of the pain. The sun will shine after the rain.
So much in my life has changed, so much pain, and most of the time it's hard to explain. So I remain self-contained, thoughts swimming in my brain, working all damn day. When I get home, I'm feeling drained. It's like, damn, this life took a toll on my soul. Had me spinning round in circles, living life out of control. But I had to take a pause and look at these streets. Niggas is hungry and thirsty for a little piece of meat. Ain't got to eat, cause these blocks is starving us all. Lacking wisdom, malnutrition, uneducated, and so we fall. But I'm gonna stand tall and dust this dirt off my shoulders and bust through these boulders. My warriors and soldiers, hold your head up, cause this change soon come. Just remember, after the storm there will be sun. And I'm gonna keep doing my thing and let go of the pain. Don't be surprised if you catch a shorty just singing in the rain like,
do my thing, steady trying to maintain so much on my brain, feeling like I'll explode. I'm about to just free my soul and let the music so much on my brain, feeling like I'll explode. I'm about to just free my soul and let the music swing, and know that I overcame after all of the stress and all of the pain. The sun will shine after the rain.
Elevate your mind, body, and spirit when you're listening to High Frequency Radio. What's good, y'all? You are tuned into episode 7 of Live with LOAHMMI, and I want to thank y'all again for joining me for this episode. Hopefully, you were able to get some valuable information from the first half of my show. I just went into the basics of the full moon and giving y'all some information on how you can take the full moon and use it to enhance your life in whatever way you want. You know, regardless if you're just sitting back and you want to write down a list of goals, you know, if you do it during this full moon time, it's definitely going to enhance the energy and have more of an effect on the outcome. Excuse me. So you want to start writing down your goals, doing meditations, making baths, you know, cleaning your crystals, creating your floor washes, creating anything that you want to do. It's a great time to do it during the full moon, like I said, because it just enhances whatever it is that you're trying to do overall. So one thing that I was talking about in the last segment was this upcoming Mercury Retrograde. And not only that, every Mercury Retrograde. When I first heard about Mercury Retrogrades, I was like maybe like 25. I was living in LA and I'm like, what? You know, everybody around, I was around a lot of people that was dealing with astrology. So I was like, what is a retrograde? Like, what do you mean? And they were like, well, it's a bad time. And, you know, anything that you do during the retrograde is going to undo itself. You sign contracts and you do this, you won't get paid. You move into an apartment, you find out it's bed bugs. You buy a car, you find out that, you know, that the engine's shot, or, you know, it's just like one of those times where things, you know, are not quite what they seem. So, and what's ill for me is I'm a Gemini. And if you are a Gemini, then Mercury is your ruling planet. And a matter of fact, I want to say but Mercury is Gemini, Virgo, and I'm missing one planet. But anyhow, like I said, that's why it's important for you to get your ass on cafeastrology.com and go ahead and get you a natal chart so you can see where these planets are. If you don't know, then you are just ignorant. You're being stupid. Go and figure out where these planets are so you will know what your ruling planet is. Every time there's a retrograde, you better believe I know, because I'm going to be like, look, figure out what's going on in my life and figure out how I can use this retrograde to enhance my life. So one thing that I peeped, basically, and people are feeling it. Like there are periods, like right now we are in, I want to say, the pre-shadow period. Like there's like a week, 2 weeks before it actually goes retrograde. I'm sorry, the retrograde is on the 17th of September. But like from now up until that point, you are feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a 2-week period after the retrograde where things are still trying to line up and get back in order. So you can feel it during that time too. But what I would encourage you guys to do, because I don't have that much time left, is to basically go ahead and get some stuff planned. Like get things into motion. If you got some stuff that you need to do, you need to do it before the 17th. But if you figure out that you can't get some things done quite yet, I would put them on hold, because the thing about the retrograde is, like I said, one thing you'll think one thing is something, it'll turn out to be another thing. Things will undo themselves. So it's a great time for you to release, replan, you know, rewrite, rearrange. It's a great time for you to go back and anything. And one thing that I actually found when I pulled a couple of cards between last week and this week, because Mercury is a planet of communication. Mercury is all about communication. So don't be surprised if the cards break down, the fax machine stops working, the computer stops working. And people think this is so funny. I mean, I come across 1,000 people a day that's like, here you go. Like they think the shit that I'm talking about is some complete bullshit till they go outside and their car don't start, or they get to work and their computer shut down. And you know what I mean? Then they're like, oh, yo, yeah, that retrograde you was talking about, like that was some real shit. Yeah, because I know what I'm talking about. Like I was that person at one time too, until I lived through a couple Mercury retrogrades. And me being my ruling planet, it definitely affects me, but it's not always for the negative. Like if you plan ahead and okay, Mercury's retrograde, so maybe I should leave like an extra 20 minutes before work because you know that you're going to encounter some backup. You're going to encounter some traffic. Like, let's just use wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think NASA's out here studying these planets for what? For no reason? I get people that I understand that you're a Christian and you got this certain type of religious background, but you need to understand what's really just fact. That's just scientific fact. I deal with both ends. I'm all about the scientific and the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to the show, then you should know that I'm a young woman that is on my path. I have not yet found my way. I'm still seeking the truth. So I just put my ideas out here and things that I think, and this show is all about how I feel. So anyhow, I would encourage you to just basically take a minute to replan. And like I said, with the cards that I pulled within the last 3 days, between, what was it, the 8 of Swords reversed, everything's been reversed, hence the retrograde, remove, relate, release, rewrite, like it's all there. I think it's a great time for people that are going to be breaking free from stuff. People are going to be releasing things from their lives that no longer serve them. Today I got the, what card was it I got today? The card that I got today was, how am I drawing a blank? I want to say hold on, before I tell you a lie. Let me just figure it out. The 6 of Swords reversed. And the 6 of Swords is all about moving forward. That card, just initially looking at the way the card is, it's a card about moving forward and going through a tough journey, a tough time in your life. But the fact that the card came up reverse is like, maybe you are just feeling like you're stuck and you're feeling like you don't want to make the move and you don't want to let some things go. But now is the time to do it, especially during a retrograde. Like, it's the best time to release, let go, remove, rearrange, rewrite. You feel what I'm saying? So don't be scared of this. People like, oh God, it's a retrograde coming up. Like, my life is fucked up. No, I mean, are you not in control of your life? Like, come on now, seriously. Like, this is your life. You just need to tap into the energy and be aware. And not only that, use the energy to create the life that you want. Like I said, take the full moon and sit out and get the knowledge. Say, hold up. Okay, so we dealing with September. When's the next full moon for September? When's the new moon? Let me figure out when that's coming up so I can do a ritual so I can get this bomb new job. Let me light this candle, boom, 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 on the new moon. So from the new moon all the way up to the full moon, I'm drawing things in. I'm drawing in more money. I'm drawing in new customers. I'm drawing in new business. And you hit that full moon point and you at the peak of your power. And then from that point on until the next phase, you're removing the negative, removing the things from your life that no longer serve you. Like, I don't talk about this shit because it's bullshit. These are things that are essential to your life. If you consider yourself somebody that's on a spiritual pathway, that's someone that's into metaphysics and wants to learn how to have more control and more power over your day-to-day life. So with this Mercury retrograde coming up, I would encourage you to get all your ducks in a row before the 17th, because right now everybody's starting to feel it. My internet's already acting crazy. So you want to definitely tap into that stuff and get everything aligned. So once the retrograde hits, you've already signed the lease, you've already closed the deal, you've already bought the car, the deal is signed. Like, get all that shit done before the 17th. And once the 17th hits, you can sit back and chill and rearrange and rewrite and replan, you know what I mean? And redo. Feel me? Like, this is all about spirituality and metaphysics. So I would like to thank you guys for joining me for episode 7 of Live with LOAHMMI. Hopefully you learned something and I could give you some information that would help you enhance your life. So the next full moon, get out those crystals, get out those stones, plan those rituals, and plan those things for your life that will help you change your life. This Mercury retrograde is coming up, so get all your ducks in a row. Get everything in order so you can use the retrograde to enhance your life. Until next time, I'll leave y'all with nothing but peace, blessings, love, and light.